Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome here if it's your first time. Sorry about all the craziness, and I haven't been on here because I've been having trouble with my lovely phone, but we got that all straightened out. I'm really enjoying filming with this S9 Plus. It has way better resolution. The pictures just come out so much better. Anyway, let's get on to the makeup. I'm always doing more high-end makeup, and a few of you guys asked me to kind of step back and show a little less expensive options. And I fell in love with that Pro Glow foundation from listening to you guys. So I decided today we're going to do a basic drugstore full face, except for one product. The brow products are actually, I do have a brow product. I'm sorry. I have a Revlon. I thought I did not. I thought all I had was from the Shop Miss A. I have one of her brow products. But anyway, I forgot I had a Revlon one. Anyway, let's get right to it. One of the things I did pick up, which I don't have any drugstore option brushes, but I did go ahead and bite the bullet on this guy here. Oh God, I love this. This is the box. These are the Morphe brushes, the Jaclyn Hill collection. Check this out. You open this up like this, and you can lay it flat on your desk or table or floor, wherever. And there are the brushes. And you get such a wide variety, as you see, of brushes. There's 32 in the collection. I'm going to do a full review video on it, but I don't want to do a first impressions. I want to do a complete review, but I did want to give you guys kind of a little sneaky peeky. And that's what they are. But one thing I did absolutely love about these, they all have the numbers on them. So now I will be able to tell you guys what number brushes. Just giving you guys a little sneak peek with that. I like it because you can close it up and then stand them up. If you keep all your brushes the same way, the brush tops are up here and they do not get smushed. And they stay perfectly nice inside of the Zipbox. And you can travel with it. You can keep it. I like it because I can keep that many brushes like this and they stay nice and clean. There's a magnet. It's a nice strong magnet. So it's not real loose. It won't come open on you. Anyway, let's get right to it. I picked up this new one here. This is the L'Oreal, and I tried to stay within the L'Oreal except for the eye product, and the brow product are Almay and Revlon. But L'Oreal has this Visible Lift Serum Absolute Skin, where is it? Advanced Age Reversing Makeup. Well, we'll see about that. And nothing reverses. Sunscreen. It has an SPF of 17. Pro Retinol A and vitamin C. This is it here. I have the color. I think it's called Porcelain. Usually that's what I wind up getting. Here it is. The color is 143 Soft Ivory. Is the color. I didn't look at how the color span was. My CVS doesn't carry a wide range of stuff, it seems like. They carry more products but less of that product. So anyway, it does have a pump to it. Let's see how this is. Let me go ahead and pull out my handy dandy little palette here. And let's see how this comes out. There we go. That is it there. It's not like super, super runny, but it's not super heavy either. And I thought about using the new brushes today, but I want to do a full review on those. And with using a new product, I would really just rather stick with my brushes that I already know, which I don't have them over here. They're way over here. Let me grab these real quick. Sorry, guys. I was looking at brushes. I absolutely love this thing. If you guys haven't seen this, check out my video. I did not a review, but I did a little thing on how I did it. If you guys want to see some of these little craft things that I do as far as that, I also do Swarovski crystals on shoes, and they are just amazing. I'm going to have to, I don't have them in here right now, but I'll have to show you my Nikes. I did the Nike swoosh with rhinestones, and they came out so cute. But let's get right to this. I've already washed my face. I primed my, primed skincare. I'm still using that Tatcha silk canvas, which it's really just reduced all of the irritation I get from anything I put on my skin. I'm really loving that. Let's get right to this. This is kind of it's like a serum. It's supposed to be like a serum type. Oh, look at that. Is pretty. I did not look and see the coverage. What does it claim? I wish they'd put more on the bottles. The reverse size appearance. It's supposed to reverse the science of aging, lift for drug facts. I don't think they tell you anything about it. I think they just tell you the ingredients on the side. Yeah. I'm going to have to start looking those up. Oh, this is, I'm really liking this. It's a very luminous. And it's a pretty decent coverage. I'm getting a high, I would call it a high coverage. I don't know if I call it full coverage, because I can still see my skin a little through it, but even full coverage, it seems like you can see your skin through. So, anyway, this has been a field day with dealing with my phone. I had 7 videos lined up for you guys that I had filmed with it, and they were saved on my memory card, as I thought. And what I found out is I had went by Metro piece of shit, and, one of y'all laughed at that. Also, in the comments, somebody had made a comment about wanting to see the 10-minute makeup challenge. I have already filmed that, and I don't know if that has went up before this or not, but it will be coming up. I'm going to try to use, for the most part, I just thought of it. I didn't get a bronzer. Did you guys, I don't know if you guys get those Ipsy boxes, but I was watching, I think it was Petty Page, and if you don't watch her, man, you have got to watch her. She's this English girl, or British, whatever, woman, and she is so funny. She does a drama channel, but she does her homework. When you hear something on her channel, you know that she's done her homework. And she will, what do they call it, receipts? That's funny. Receipts. Yeah, I would call it a high medium, but I would also, I think I'm seeing still a lot of that red in there. But it's alright. It's very luminous. It's also very light. I was going to try to stick to just drugstore, but I don't have a bronzer, and I grabbed this Infallible Pro Glow powder, which I've been wanting to try. It's oh wow, I didn't notice it has 2. I really need to look into this. Let's see. Coverage, texture, it has a lot of things. Anyway, this is going to be more just kind of showing new products, I guess. I was going to try to do this full on drugstore, but you know where I'm going next, because this is really too, I don't know, it seems like it's oxidizing a little bit. Seems a little too light, to be honest with you. And the whole bronzer. Actually, you know what? I'll stick to it. Let's stick to it. I don't understand why there are 2 in here. This is Long Wear Demi Glow Finish Semi-Luminous Airlight Texture Highlighter. Well, with highlighter. Oh, gotcha. Let me see. So this would be your powder, and this apparently is kind of a highlighter. Is that what they're saying? you get this powder that's, let's just try it. Let me grab my little powder brush here. I'm going to try to go just into that side. I'm going to try to go pretty light here. I don't know. It's not, this is not the brush to be doing this. Sorry, guys. Let me grab this brush and try it here. It's so difficult because I'm trying to get just that one side. And it's so difficult to get. I have such a hard time with pressed powders. Because the way I like to do powder is, as you always see, I'm always patting it in. And the reason why I do that, it just really helps with texture. It helps with, I need a smaller brush to get in here. Sorry guys, I was not prepared for this. You know what? This would work perfect right here. I don't know what this brush is actually made. Oh, it's kind of scratchy, but that's all right. I can really get in where I'm wanting to with it. It's so difficult because right here in these corners, it's just so difficult to get in there because it is a smaller palette. But, you know, I really actually am liking it with this little brush. This is a Tarte brush. I think it was like that little one. This side is really like for concealer, I guess. It's kind of a concealer. It is working good to get up in here. And it's easy to get into that. I will tell you though, I'm not big on sponges and whatnot. They do give you this side here, one of these, I guess to kind of, let's try it. Actually, that's not too bad. I'm more one to press in the powder than dust it off. There we go. Actually, this is working pretty nice. I'm using this just straight dry. I had been wanting to try this because I like that Pro Glow foundation so much. And I don't think anything will replace my Becca powder that I'm absolutely just loving. I do wish they would make it in a translucent because it does darken my makeup a little bit. I don't know if you guys have had the same problem. I want to check out this side here and see what it's going to do. Let me just kind of... Oh, I see what it does. It's not really like a highlight. It just... It gives a little bit of luminous to it. I think if I kind of went with them together, there we go. I'm kind of just going into both of them together. Let's try that. You guys are getting to try stuff with me today. But that's the whole point of this, is a first impression. I love getting my makeup out and just going to town. I have all this texture over here. Actually, that side, you have to be careful if you're using both of them. If you have a lot of texture on the area, because it kind of brought out a little texture right there. And it also seemed to pull that up. There we go. Now there is also, oh, I already powdered, darn it. You know how they say, don't, there we go. Oh, that actually doesn't look bad. I'm just kind of using the brush just to kind of even it out. When I press it in like that, it always seems to, but it's very luminous, even with that powder, which I like. But I always have to set my foundation down. I cannot stand, sorry guys, I'm sitting on this pad and it slipped. I can't stand to not have my foundation set where it has that kind of greasy feeling. But I love to take my hands, and people talk about don't take your hands. My hands are clean. I always like to just go over And that's the last thing I always do before I go out. And it's right in here especially. Just kind of, I'll rub my hands together and just kind of warm it up a little bit and press it in. It seems to help that just meld into the skin and not leave so much of a makeup-y kind of look. They had this also. Oh, I did not realize. Oh, it's soft. That's what it is. I kind of dipped my finger into it. This is the Color Lift Blush. And I got the color Pink Lift 703. It says contours and illuminates. That's why I didn't get a contour. Contours and illuminates cheekbones for a more radiant, youthful complexion. Let's try it. So, let me get a nice soft brush for this. It's kind of a, I don't know if you can see that. It's like a putty almost. It's very soft. Let me see if I can get it's very light too. I thought it was going to be too dark, and then I put my finger into it and see it's very light. But look how it's got a lot of luminosity. Is that a word? Let's see if I can pick this up. I think I'm going to have to like really apparently dig in here. Oh, it is pretty though. It's very pretty. Oh, wow. It takes a lot, and I have a light hand anyway. Oh, there we go. It really does, but you have to really, I'm swirling it in, like really swirling it in and coming in and just coming right under here just to kind of help lift that a little bit. There we go. That is pretty. And it does kind of contour the face a little bit. I mean, it's a little too pink for me as far as like trying to contour, but as far as giving it more of that youthful look, I'll give it that. It is pretty for the day. I'll tell you that. It is, I think it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, and I'm going to go run a few errands, and that is pretty. It's very pretty. Now, I started to say this does have a concealer. It says Visible Lift CCI Concealer Corrector Multi-Action in Light. Is what I got. Let me see. It doesn't really... I need to look these products up. Usually they give you a little more information. It is a metal, kind of a metal roller ball. Oh, wow. It comes right out, though. There we go. It is very thin. Oh, and it's very shiny. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not going to use it now. I should have put that on way earlier, but you can kind of... Let me take my brush and see if I can kind of show you what this would look like if you did do it as a concealer. Just going to go ahead and lay some product onto my hand right here. I'm going to grab my little concealer definer, and I'm going to just kind of blend that out. See what we can get out of it. Oh, it's not bad. It's very light coverage, I will tell you that. And it has a very yellow tint to it, but it's very light coverage. I wouldn't really call it a concealer. I would actually take that and use that as kind of a light day on my face. I'm just coming right under my eye with it. I don't really see anything, to be honest with you, but figured I'd try to pick a little bit of the product up with that. Okay, anyway. One of the other things I got was, I thought these were really cool. This is by Maybelline, and this is Lasting Drama Light Liner. And the color I got is Moonlit Purple, and it's kind of a shiny, let me see if I can swatch this out for you. Oh, that's pretty. And you're supposed to be able to pop this into the waterline. I know I haven't done my eyes yet, but I'm dying to see this. Oh, that is pretty. Supposed to be able to pop it into the waterline and just get little pop of color right there and kind of open the eye up. I don't know. I thought it would kind of bring a little green to my eyes. But I got that to go along with this here. Almay has these, and I thought they were so neat. They're called Making a Statement. Let me grab me a makeup wipe real quick. I am covered in makeup. You ever notice the more makeup you put on your hands, you'll have twice as much on your... I mean, the more makeup you put on your face, you'll have twice as much on your hands, it seems like. I'm going to do one of the... I saw Raw Beauty Christy. She did the video using just her hands. I think I'm going to do that one. That seems like a cool little challenge, I thought. Just going to wipe my hands off here. There we go. And what I got was Almay. It's called Making a Statement. And this, what I liked was the board they had up said, I think it was like 4 different shades of shades, a new kind of shade. That's what it was. Or I don't know. Anyway, what it is, it's one shade, but 4 different ways. You get 2 mattes and you get 2 shimmer shades, and they all are just slightly a little bit different. You get the darker, and then this is kind of, it's more like a satin, this one here. Get that one. You get the dark one. And you get a shimmer and then a real shimmery shade. I figured let's try this out and check it out. What the hey? What is that? The kids say YOLO. Somebody told me that's like not in style to say anymore. That I sound like an idiot, but that's all right. I'm going to start off here in this color. This is the second to darkest. There we go. I'm going to start out in that. And I'm just going to come in what I call my crease. And just start to warm up that crease with that color. Swirl it around. Oh, that is pretty. That's pretty. Now keep in mind it is daytime and I'm not going to be doing a super dark look. I say that and it always ends up kind of dark. Let me get I need a little fluffier brush for this, I think. I really need to clean my brushes, but I haven't done it yet. I got new brushes and I figured I would start using those, but I'm not going to start using those today. I'm going to come in with this one. This is into that same color. You have to really kind of work that top, almost like layer off of this stuff. A lot of them have been doing that. That is pretty. That is pretty. I thought this would be cute because if you're a beginner or you're somebody that, you know, is just kind of starting out using color and eyeshadows, these would be great for you because they give you a way to just kind of play around within one shade and it'll help you kind of define your eye. This is a great way to define your eye and you don't have to run around and try to find shades that are close to each other because Almay has supplied it for you. These come in a wide range of colors. There was even a white, which I was a little curious about. I couldn't understand 4 shades of white, but I guess anything does. But now I'm going to go into the darker color. I'm going to be very light-handed here. And I'm just going to go out on this outer part right here. And I'm just going to kind of darken that up and darken up that corner a little bit. I'm going to go back in with that tighter brush in here though. Really pick up that color. See, let me see if I can, there seems to be like some products will have that outer skin. This one has it too. So you're going to really, I don't know if you saw, I took my nail and just kind of lightly scraped it to be able to pick up that product. Now I'm going to come in here on that outer corner and just, if you see right here, it's almost like your eye forms a natural kind of triangle right there. That's what I'm filling in, and you can do that by patting it in. Now, what I had a hard time getting used to was using a bigger brush and trying to get in a small area like that. You can come in. They make fluffier brushes that are a lot tighter. You can even go in as far as, let me show you how to do this. This is a pencil brush. You see me use these a lot. These are great for that. I didn't want to use that because it seems like you really have to dig into this product. But you got your little pencil brush, and that makes it very easy to just really go in there into that triangle area that I'm telling you. It's right in there. You could also come underneath right here and really work that up against that lash line. So you really darken that up. Actually, I kind of like it better with the pencil brush. Do the same thing over here, working that into that corner. Now, when you start out with the pencil brush, you're going to have to kind of look a little, pay attention a little closer, because you want to match it to how you did this one. There we go. Yeah, this is coming out a lot better with this pencil brush, but I am going to come in with that fluffy brush that we started with and just pat that into that area just to even it up with the other side. I'm leaving that lid nice and open. Now, once you've gotten all your product, you want to make sure, you can even kind of I take a paper towel, or you can take your wrist. You want to make sure to get all that product off there. Don't pick up any more. And come in here up on top and just kind of work that darker color very lightly. I'm barely touching the skin with the ends of the brushes, the bristles. And what I'm doing is just blending that. You want to blend that into the other one. You can come back in with your first brush. You can just tap it back into that light color very lightly and come right on the edge. And what you're doing is just softening that edge. You want a nice blended, nice soft look. You're going to have a line. Keep that in mind. I have some people that say to me all the time, oh, you need to blend, you need to blend. When you're working a dark color, you're going to have a line there. You want to get that, you see, get that line as light as you possibly can. Plus, I'm working under really, really bright lights. Under natural light, that looks almost seamless. But you want to really blend that out. And that's why I say to use colors within the shade, because that really is going to help you with blending. Now I'm going to come in right here. This is the, oh, it has a number, the M421. This is a flat kind of packer brush, and I'm going to come in to that first color right here. There's two shimmers. I'm going to come into this one here. This is the one that doesn't have really as much shimmer, and I'm just going to kind of pat that in. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Fix Plus, and which one am I grabbing? This one is in Coconut. I will tell you, I got the Smashbox ones, the Nicole Concilio Smashbox Primer Water Scented, and I've gotten the MAC ones. I will tell you, if you want one with a scent, go with the MAC. I don't like the scent. Granted, scents are different for everybody, but I just went ahead and wet that, and I go ahead and do that on both sides of it for right now, and I'm just gonna pat that on. Kind of working that all into that area where we haven't put any product yet. And go ahead and do that on both sides while it's nice and wet. When you're working a wet brush, you don't want to smear it. It's not like painting. You want to dab. See? You want to dab, and you want to pat that color in, and you just keep working it back and forth. See how you get a nice, instead of coming in and just brush. When you brush, you're going to get this. See how it's not as even, and you're not getting that nice solid color. I used to do it too. I used to sit there and think, oh, what doesn't make that much of a difference? It really does, guys. Really, it does. But if you notice, we're still all within the same color palette. These colors are really just a tiny, tiny bit off from each other. There we go. Now I'm going to take this on the side, turn my brush sideways this way into that same color, and I'm going to come under here. I'm just going to kind of work that. Now is when you can run back and forth under here. I'm just going to run that as close as I can get to my lash line. Just kind of working some color up in there. You can even come in and tap it into this darker color if you want. There we go. I like to kind of go back and forth and work the colors together just so I can get a nice even look with what I want. I'll clean that up later. I always keep a makeup wipe right in front of me so I can just wipe my brush off in between, because I do skip between colors. Now I'm going to spray again with my Fix Plus, and I'm going to come in with this lightest color. I don't know if this is really going to be light enough for what I'm wanting, but we will find out here in a minute. I'm going to just test it off in my hand. Oh, that is pretty. This is like very glittery. And I'm going to come in just right here in the very corner. Yep. Right here in this very corner. And I'm going to kind of work it like a diagonal right here. I'm going to fill in this area and right down across that front. Right here to kind of make a spotlight almost. There we go. Just give some shimmer up there. It's not as shimmery. I like to go super, super shimmery, but that's just me. There we go. You always want to come right in front of your pupil and do a nice little pop of shimmer. That really just gives a spotlight to your eye. Also, I like to take this right under in the very, very center, right under my pupil, and pop that on right there. There we go. That's not bad. It's pretty. It's not super, super over the top crazy. It's pretty. I honestly would kind of like to have a little lighter color. You know, I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if I have, let's see what I have over here. What is this? I don't think this is what I'm looking for. Give me just a second here. Let me find what I'm looking for. I think I found something. This is the ColourPop, the My Little Pony. It is actually a highlighter. I've already went ahead and wet my brush, and I'm going to come into this and just kind of, you don't want to overwork it. If you overwork it, you get that right there. You see how it turns into almost like a putty. You don't really want that. Still want it to stay nice and light. I'm going to take that and I'm just going to pop that right there in the center. That gives it a little light source and not like super, super crazy. There we go. Much better. I just really wanted something a little lighter on there to kind of break that purple up a little bit more. Even though it's super, super pretty, I do like to, that's a little dark to do in the corner though. But that's a little too dark to do there, but I'll work it down here again. Purple is such a hard color to work with. I have such a hard time with it. And if you pay attention to when you buy purpley colors, if you notice, a lot of them are, they're not very, how would you put it? They're very patchy. They're kind of splotchy. They don't want to go on real super even. But I'm going to go into this. This is my Too Faced, the, what is this thing called? The Diamond Light. I love this thing. I was trying to keep this pretty much drugstore, but I gotta have a little pop of highlight here in this corner, and that just does it. That just gives me that little pop. Gotta have me a little pop of shimmer there, and I'm just gonna pop just a teeny bit up here. I haven't even done my eyebrows yet, and right here. I am gonna show you a little trick on one of my next videos on how to do your lips and truly get the Kardashian look without the needles. I think you'll like that. But there we go. Just kind of, I'm not really doing a super, super over the top look. Kind of staying within the drugstore realm. Let me grab a little highlighter. grab this highlighter here. This is a Wet n Wild highlighter. It is the rainbow highlighter. I don't know. I thought these were Color Iconic. This was a limited edition, and this was the Everlasting Glow is what it was called. These things are so hard to open with nails. You know, you think they would realize that us ladies that buy this stuff have nails. Anyway, I'm going to try to get just that lighter color right there. You can go ham on this, but I am such fair skin. Now, if you've watched me before, I like to smile and come right underneath the textured area. And what that does is it tries to not emphasize so much, but it gives me a pop when I smile. So I just kind of go in right here. And then I like to kind of emphasize that. See the difference? But you don't like go ham up here and get all those wrinkles. They will. You can accentuate your texture really bad. And what I try to do is avoid my textured areas when I do this. Or at least, well, I have texture everywhere. But I try to avoid the like super, super textured areas. And there we go. Let me go ahead and pop that just under the brow bone with the corner of that brush. There we go. And as usual, I forgot to do my eyebrows. I don't know what it is. I have walked out of the house without my eyebrows done, and it's just terrible. I did grab this. It's Revlon's Color Stay Brow Pencil. This is it here. It's got the little spoolie on the end. I grabbed this one because it did have more of a spoolie than some of them. Some of them have a super, super tiny one. This is in 220 Dark Brown. I'm going to come in and brush. You always want to brush your eyebrows up. Let me show you real quick. I'm going to leave those. I'm going to leave those how they were. I'm just going to show you. All I'm doing is brushing through my eyebrows, and look at the difference. It really gives that lifted look, and that it is. That's all I'm doing. Let me show you one here. Same thing. There's no product, no nothing. All I'm doing, and if you see the little gap right there, I actually cut them. I slipped and I cut this too short, and so I left that alone. That should kind of follow in. But anyway, I like to brush them up, and then I trim the top just to get them nice and even. But see, just brushing them up gives you such a better look. This is it's one of these kind of, I don't know what they call these, but Benefit makes goof-proof brow, goof-proof brow, which is the exact same thing. And I like to take this. You don't need to put it out very much, but I like to keep that nice sharp point on there because I use that to come in the front. But what I do is just lightly from the bottom up, I'm doing a very, very light strokes with it. Just really kind of catching the hair. And then over here, I just kind of work it out. Now, when you're doing your tail, a common problem people do is try to extend it. You can extend your tail, but see, if I was going to extend my tail, I don't want to go down. What you want to do is you want to follow it, but I'll show you by extending my tail a little bit. You want it down like this. If you want to extend your tail, you need to go kind of out more. So I'm kind of even bringing that tip up. And what that does is it just lifts that. See how much it lifted that eye? Doing it that way. Now, I like to take the very tip right here in the front. It's kind of hard. Let me see if I can get the camera closer to the mirror so I can show you what I'm really doing here. I like to take the corner of this and I work right here. Just kind of working little tiny hair-like strokes right in the front. You don't want to come too far. Now, when you're doing your brows, you want to, from your nostril up. That's where your brow should stop. Now, from the tip of your nose out here is where, well, actually, it's from the nostril right here to right here is where I do it. And then the center should be from there right through your pupil, right through the center of your pupil, and right there. So if you're, the easiest way is take your pencil this way and mark it. If you want to mark it, you kind of lay it this way, and you can make just a little tiny line right there where you can mark that. See, my arch would be right in there. I don't super high arch mine. There we go. Now once you get the product in, you want to go ahead and brush it up again. You can also, if you feel like you kind of messed them up, you brush them down. You can kind of work some more product. If you want them a little darker, you want to work that product in like that. I'm not using the pointed part, I'm using the flat part. And what I'm doing is the exact same thing, just kind of working that in just to darken that brow up a little bit. But finally, I'm going to brush it back up. And you get your nice little brow like that. My hairs out here grow very funny, so a lot of times I'll just kind of knock them that way to get them to lay down a little better. You can also use brow gel to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one off camera, and I'll be right back. And they're done. Don't you wish you could do them that fast? I wish I could. Oh, Lord have mercy. The other thing, I just finally got a hold of this, and I have been absolutely thrilled to death with the ColourPop, the lip pencils. And you guys are probably tired of hearing about Oh Snap. Oh Snap has been my favorite color. But also the other color is, I'm trying to find it, it's like 92, it has a number. I'm really wondering, I should look up and see if that is their, well, I'm missing a lid. That is their zip code. Or area code, 951. I like to take 951 and outline my lips. That was not good. Try to hurry. Never hurry when you're trying to do your lips. Plus, it needs to be sharpened. If you come from the center, do your two little lines that way. And then do our 3 lines. 2, 3 lines this way. You can also kind of, I don't like to super overline my lips, but I do overline them just a tad. But that kind of gives that little out bit. Now, this is a new product. This is the Lippy Sticks by ColourPop. I have not tried these, but this is in Oh Snap. That is it there. Let's try it. Oh, that is pretty. What do you think? You can see how I slightly, when I pooch my lips right here, you can see just slightly right in here is where I overdraw my lips. But one of the little tricks I do is to kind of highlight around my lips and at the lines I showed you, but I will make that in the next video. So that's it for today. I'm going to go ahead and use my favorite, I'm loving this stuff, spray. 1, 2, 3. I use that just to kind of put a little life back in. And then I go in with my Hangover 3-in-1 spray just to set it. Now, that is that. And throw my glasses on. And usually I'll put my hair down, but I think I'm going to leave it up today. Anyway, what do I think about this foundation? From first bit, I like it. It's very, very light. It feels like you're not wearing anything at all. It is a medium coverage, but probably buildable. I don't like to build my foundation up, and the reason why I don't is with mature skin, you don't want to add too much on there, because then you just wind up, to me, I feel like you wind up with 10 pounds of makeup on, and if you don't need it, don't wear it. But one product I'm really liking is I'm really liking this blush. This blush is really pretty. I didn't think I would like it so much because it is kind of a cream product, as I showed you. That's it there, but it's not heavy at all. That's it there, and then you can use it as a cream kind of product, or like how I used it. I used it with a blush brush and just worked it in and just kind of brushed it in, concentrating on this area right in here, and then blending it upwards. Now, as far as, does it make my skin look younger? Does it reverse the effects of aging? All of that, I guess, would be in time. But as I always say, guys, there's no magic pill in makeup. There's not. I'm sorry. I wish there was. I'd be the first one to take it. But anyway, I wasn't really impressed with the concealer. I just thought this was kind of a gloopy mess. Sorry to put it that way, but I just felt like it was very lackluster. Wasn't real happy with it. The Almay eyeshadow, they are very pretty, but I think they should have one lighter shade to go with it. I still feel like that I would want, a little pop. I put the little bit in the inside, but I feel like I would want a little more from it. The lippy, I absolutely love. ColourPop, you cannot go wrong. I think this was $4. The $4 or $6. The ColourPop, I am starting a ColourPop little collection. These are all my lip pencils. You didn't used to be into lip pencils, but I'm really getting into them a lot more lately, and just really liking them. Now, as far as the eye pencil, I'm going to try to add a little more to this. See if I can get, it's not bad. I'm putting another layer of it in there just to kind of see. It does give see that little reflection right there in the eye, kind of giving you the illusion, I guess, of your eye being a little bigger. It's actually, I kind of like it. It might grow on me. I've been trying a lot of the pink ones and whatnot. I just thought that lavender one would be so much better. I did not put any mascara on. Let me grab my favorite drugstore mascara, and that is my Lash Paradise. I love this stuff. I absolutely love this. This really just gives a lot of life to those lashes. I'm not a big lash person anyway. I'm not a lash curler, I guess you could say. I hate those barbaric things. I wish they'd come up with something a little less barbaric. They have, but I don't think they work all that great. My lashes are so darn long that it seems like if you curl them, they are going to be kind of drooped out anyway in a minute. There we go. Let's kind of get that going. I hate when I get mascara on and then I miss a spot, and you can always tell. There we go. That just really finishes the look. Now, as far as... Oops, sorry. Sorry, guys. Now, what else? Oh, as far as the brow pencil, I really like it. I really do. But now, I think they could do a little better on the pricing. I believe it was $9.99, and benefits aren't much. It's really getting bad. I mean, when you can buy Benefits Professional, the little one, and the same size in NYX of that, I forget what they call theirs, and it's $1 more, you know there's something going on. They really need to work on these prices because it's not fair. It's really not fair. And, you know, they take advantage of the whole aspect of women do the shopping. We do. We really do. But what can you do, right? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed doing it. Sorry it ran on a little longer than normal. But have a great day, and I will see you back. I will probably be putting another video up here shortly. Because I'm missing so many days, I think I'm going to kind of just bombard you guys with videos. Have a great day. I love you guys. See you soon. Bye.